Greetings. We are a group of interdimensional beings speaking to you on behalf of the Galactic Federation, and more importantly, we represent the wishes of all that is. Today we would like to address some viewer questions. Question number 1 was, how do we connect with all that is? As mentioned in a previous transmission, this is a very large and contentious subject, as it is a very intimate and personal journey. Many make a choice to follow an inner voice. Many choose to follow a religion as their religious belief in a higher being, etc., etc. We do not wish to debate any of these faiths, or say that one is better or more powerful than the other. We ask you to reflect on the incarnation of one you know as Jesus. We know him as Yeshua. This being is still revered as a god upon your plane, and unfortunately this is a fallacy. This very statement is bound for many to switch off and not watch this channel any further. Because these beliefs that you know to be an absolute truth are so deeply embedded in your mind that you tend to not believe or open the door to any other potential. This unfortunately relates directly to the success of the deception that your slave masters have rendered on you. This deception goes back to many thousands of your years, and your slave masters, the Draco-Reptilians and the Orion Greys, were able to bury your true connection to the higher light and replace it with whatever they wished for you to believe in. These religious beliefs do have some merit in them, but they do not represent the true nature of what or how the highest energy, known to us as all that is, would wish for you to live. This being, as we have said earlier, is the energy that created life in all of the living cosmos in one form or another, yes, even the dark ones. This being takes responsibility for all of it, the good and the bad. However, it is very important to maintain a balance in every facet of your experience. This energy does not require for you to fall upon your knees and worship it, or pray in earnest in your time of need. All of this is religious dogma. This being created the human form so that it might share its own vast experience of the cosmos, and for it to experience all of these creations through the human form and other forms of existence. This is the essence of this being, and this energy exchange is in its most pure form of love and gratitude. If you wish for a religious belief, love and gratitude would be one. But we detest labels, and so we will leave it at that. For you to connect to this energy, please know that you as a human form, in spite of all the devastation that you have incurred as a result of your slavery, still possess a divine spark that is connected to all that is. Tuning into this energy is easy. All it takes is for you to remain still, go within and call upon your inner energy to arise and come to the surface. These energies are your purest connection to all that is. Within this calm space, imagine yourself as a witness watching over your own body and see what takes place. Do not engage with any of the energies that arise. Just allow for them to arise. Thoughts and images that might appear, allow for these to float away. Do not attach yourself to any of it. Stay in this quiet place as long as you can, or until the energies that wish to be released or come to the surface have subsided. Come out of the meditation calmly, and if you would like to journal, do so, and try your best to identify these energies and the texture of their essence. Were they memories of this lifetime or of experiences that you had? Why is it that they are arising? If they are painful memories for you, it is an indication that these areas in your life need healing. If, on the other hand, you were able to have a very peaceful and quiet moment with the images of colors and light, then this too is a form of inner healing as you reach for the higher light within your being. As you progress with these meditations, your connection gets stronger, and you begin to clear away all the energies within your body that are dense and are unable to reach the higher dimensional energies, which is where your higher self and your present energy body meet. Once this connection is established and has become strong, you then progress to even higher dimensions, and your connection to all that is established. We take you through these steps so that you are able to discern this for yourself and re-establish this severed connection for yourself, because it is not that all that is not present in your life or will only connect with those that meditate. This is in a way a relearning for you and your soul, as this is how you were meant to speak to this higher energy in the first place. The energies that are currently housed in your body are of a very low vibration, and so in order for you to release yourself from this slavery system and the confines it created in your mind and your consciousness, you need to rise above it and explore the lighter, less density energies that reside just outside of this low vibrating energy field. This is how you do it through meditation. There are other methods as well. We have mentioned this on our previous transmissions. Many have found connection through yoga, walking in nature, love for another, divine union, etc. We hope that this message has planted a seed in your consciousness so that you are able to grow the light and the connection that is within yourself, so that you may become the powerful being that you were meant to be. Remember that you walk beside this energy that is all that is, and this being shares in everything that you experience. Be present and conscious in each moment. Go about your day in this manner, in balance, calm, and in love, and you will make these connections. Synchronicities will take place and other magical things will begin to happen. All you need to do is be present and conscious of each moment. Thank you. We will now address a second question from our audience. This was to do with the timeline of when the energy dome was placed upon your Earth's surface. This is a very difficult question, as time and space is something that is again seated on your Earth plane, and so the keepers of this time and space have not always been accurate over history. However, we will do our best. The Draco-Reptilian and the Orion Greys began feuding with all that is and the Galactic Federation of Light with the onset of the Orion Wars. The Galactic Federation of Light, along with all that is, found that the Draco-Reptilians had invaded the Orion star system and had ransacked these planes to make it their own. A select group of Orion population formed an alliance with the Draco-Reptilians, and it is this alliance that met the Galactic Federation of Light, who landed upon their outposts to impose universal laws on them as a result of their invasion. This infuriated these beings, as they did not wish to follow any laws. A conflict began whereby the Galactic Federation lost many of its members and were disbanded for a time. It was during this time that the Alliance gained strength and, in their thirst for revenge, attacked any plane of existence they came across that was of the light and following the evolutionary process as designed by all that is. The Earth plane, unfortunately, was one such plane they attacked. To match it to your Earth years and your Earth history, this would be around the time of your Atlantis civilization. so approximately 12,000 of your years ago. These beings began to ransack and pillage and infiltrate all areas of the perfection that was being created upon the earth plane at that time. All of this perfection was reversed, and every possible degradation was imposed upon its population. In this way, everything to do with the light, or all that is, and the practices that were created to follow the evolutionary process were inverted through technologies and overlays of low energy frequency. The Draco-Reptilian and Orion Greys have, over time, fine-tuned their technologies and their abilities, and so they became familiar with the ley lines of the Earth's surface, and so they discovered ways in which to enslave Gaia and her energies, as well by imposing these low-vibrating energy barriers upon the surface. They then captured the moon, and as mentioned in a previous discourse, this became their outer world signal through which they were able to create a low-vibrating dimension that formed a dome-like shield around the Earth plane that kept all living beings within the limits of this dome at a very low vibrating frequency. This shield has now been dismantled by the Galactic Federation, as the moon has also been liberated from the clutches of these entities. However, the energies still remain as a stagnant fog upon the surface of your Earth plane. Each time a being raises its own frequency, this fog dissipates and transmutes, and so this is why we encourage you to do your own individual work of raising your frequency vibration. As you are all connected, the fabric of your higher vibrational energy will grow and become stronger, resulting in the disintegration of these dense energies. We hope that this discourse has brought you some clarity in your queries. We have enjoyed this discourse and encourage you to continue to engage with us in this fashion. We will leave you now in peace and joy as you progress on your path. Blessings.